How to pack your webbing. Here is a photo of the items required for packing your webbing. And here is a list of those items that are needed. Alright, let's get straight into it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start with all of our cam and concealment stuff. So that includes all of our scrim nets, which are going to go into our first sty pouch that we have down here. And throw in our scrim nets, any other masks that we have, our balaclava, all of that's going to go into here. Squish it down as far as it can go. And your first pouch should look like that. If you can fit more into it, go for it. If you can't, don't worry. You can also throw in your cam cream, which should look like this, instead of some of the other ones that you might see. That's the correct one. Alright, moving on to our second sty pouch. What we're going to do, you're going to grab any of the other stuff that you have. You're going to have, like, you might have foot powder, you might have sun cream, air guard. You put those in there. You'll have a bunch of hand warmers, which will keep you warm in the mornings and at night. Put those in there too. Anything else you can really fit. If you've got gloves, you can also put them in there. And that's what's going to go into your second sty pouch. You're going to throw in any of the kind of stuff, such as you've got foot powder, you've got sun cream, air guard, hand warmers, gloves, anything else that would fit in that pocket, you can put in that pocket. Okay, let's move on to your canteen pouches, which for you, it might either look like this. You might have one of those, or you might have a DPCU one. But for me, I've got these, and they're pretty much, they only fit your canteen. So what you're going to do, you're going to have your kidney cup with one of your canteens inside of it, and you're going to slide that straight in. Just make room for it, push it in, and then you can do it up. Same with the other side. You can grab your other one, you throw it in, do it up. Alright, now we can move on to one of our minimi pouches. What we can put in here is we can put in our little set of our hexamine, our knife, fork, spoon, anything else. Slide that into there. You might have a couple packets of wet wipes. Put that into the side. You've got tissues, you throw those in. They can come in down the end here. Pretty much anywhere that's convenient for you. So that way you can grab it without taking off your webbing. You throw those in. You might also have a torch, which you want to put in there. So you can slide that in right there. You could also have anything else really. You might have some batteries which you want to put in. Alright, moving on to our next minimi pouch. You might have a Ranger Roll Japara, which you're going to want to put into here. Doesn't really need to be Ranger rolled, just squish it in until it fits. And you'll eventually fit it in there. You might have a pocket knife, which you can just put in there. Alright, this is your final pouch, and it's going to be a bum bag. You might have a headlamp for at night, which you can slide into here if you want it. You're going to have some extra gloves if you need them, which you can put in You might have some of these, which I don't know why you would need them, but you might. And you might have one of these other concealment masks to put on when you're in the field, which you can also put in there. I suggest leaving the majority of that open for when you have your ration pack. You can see there's still a lot of stuff in there, but you're going to have at least 24 hours worth of ration pack in there, and you're going to want to have a lot of space for it. So just do it up, clip it on, and make sure that you've still got space for your rat pack. If you need a first aid kit, you could put it in one of your stye pouches. That could be any of the ones down here if you've still got room in them, or it could be one attached to the harness of your webbing, which is a convenient spot to kind of have it, to put your first aid kit. It's very easy to get, so if you need it urgently, you can pull it straight out of there. Here is a photo of how your webbing should look after being fully packed.